All right, with that, I think we're ready to start. Where is... There we go. All right, Fight Kit has been acting a little weird for me, right? There's like different... Like this is showing up offline. Sometimes I'll have it say people are playing a different game, but let's see how this works out. First up, we're going to get MaxDOut versus Skuttie. Oh, all right, cool. Toast is supposed to be hopping on mic. Let's see this Liza mirror. Okay. This is going to be a weird one. Well, do I have sides right? I don't. There we go. Oh, and we're stunned already. Up. That's our B. This is dead. Yeah. What's up, KuroRaiden? Good to see you here. But yeah, that's Liza for you, and I mean, she's especially easy to stun, so... Otherwise, this is a really chaotic matchup, because again, a lot of her strong tools are kind of like... A lot of characters don't have like solid answers to them. Like, in Fireball Wars, you know, sometimes she gets the advantages because her fireballs recover so fast, but... Ooh. Yeah, that's quick. Well, 1-0 for Skuttie. Let's see what happens differently this matchup. Alright, nice. Using the monkey to approach. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that could have been huge. I could have been easily stunned. Oh yeah, this is it. That's game. No. Oh, dang. A lot of weird connects are happening right there. Oh. Yeah, Max calls either monkey or bird. They got the same animation. A little bit late. Oh, yeah, same thing happening there. Opening Psycho Crusher is really strong. Although... That's nice. Yeah, Liza herself can like counter it with bird if she does it preemptively, but... That's kind of the problem with like... This mirror especially. Yeah, this looks like it might be a hard comeback to make. Oh. Okay, good throw. Oh no, chip is a real concern. Rip. Alright, so that's 2-0 for Skuttie.
Okay, there we go.
Cool. Alright. You missed a very quick set, but Liza mirrors be what they be.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, whatever issue was causing me to be locked out of the channel, I'm good now.
Okay, cool. Oh. ogcornflakes versus KuroRaiden. Here we go.
Am I coming through okay?
Yeah, you sound good. Maybe I should talk about like the fate of the game more often, because that gets people coming out. But I think that's something, you know, better left to after the bracket.
I suppose so.
Alright, Marco.
Gekkou matchup, that's an interesting one. Meets the wake-up hands. Yeah, Marco unfortunately having the very floaty jump against Gekkou having some of the best anti-air normals in the game. Oh, eats the crush hands though. Oh, gets the stun projectile, but doesn't follow up on it.
Oh yeah, overlay rip. Okay, yeah, let me look at that. There we go. Yeah, don't want to make that mistake again. This matchup is weird as fuck, because like, Marco's damage is actually pretty good. And Gekkou can't run a lot of his cheesy Oki stuff on him. You know, he gets eaten up by hands.
That's true.
But otherwise,
and
like
Marco
his walk speed.
Marco might have kind of a difficult time pinning him down and really playing the zone game that he wants to just against Gekkou's mobility, but he can make those opportunities count.
Yeah, like that right there, that link was good, and it's like, yeah. Gekkou's movement, again, as long as you like know what you're dealing with when it comes to Marco, as long as you're not jumping in too much by default, you're in a pretty good spot.
That's true. And you don't necessarily have to worry too much about a stray hands or some of the longer reaching normals because Gekkou's buttons are a lot more disjointed than Marco's are.
Yeah, oh, yeah, good call right there. Because yeah, if Gekkou throws fireballs, he can like get subject to random, you know, rocket punch or the ground reversion.
Oh, good stun fireball there.
Oh, nice, big combo.
Hitting the air to air. You're gonna see the loop. Oh, Tatsu goes the wrong way. Oh, punishes the ground Tatsu with hands. Very nice.
Yeah.
At this point, it's still anybody's round.
Yeah, it's just like, again, Marco's trouble with advancing is really, you know, magnified here. Ooh, yeah.
Gets hit by the very disjointed crouch heavy punch.
See, a while back I saw like Cornflakes meaty with 2 HP, and I'm wondering, I mean, even if Marco does blow that up with hands, it's a pretty neutral situation because hands doesn't juggle on the ground, or doesn't launch.
That's true. I guess there's not really much reason not to go for it.
It's like, it's pretty low cost.
And sort of pushes him into a range where he can threaten with another one if Marco pushes a button. Oh, good sweep out of the fireball.
Alright, nice. Unfortunately, they did like put him into kind of a neutral situation because the fireball from there isn't quite plus. It's like +1 or 2. It's not quite a combo, but yeah, good job from OG Cornflakes.
All right, very nice set.
Challenge is taking a second here, but our next match should be MooMaster versus Nintendo.
Had a chance to play Nintendo recently. He's just kind of gotten onto the game and has really taken a liking to Gonzales. Not sure who Moo's going to play, but that's always the question with MooMaster. He's got so many characters.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, I think like, yeah, as anyone picks up this game, it's kind of up in the air who they're going to play because there's no far and away best character, and there's like a lot of different ways to approach it. I mean, Gonzales is, yeah, he's a grappler. He's in a pretty unique spot.
Yeah, Gonzales is the... For those of you who haven't seen him, he's a very classic style grappler. He only really does one thing, but he has the tools that he needs to do it very well. MooMaster going with Boggy this time, probably going to be trying to keep Gonzales out with some of his bigger normals.
Yeah. That's the main thing here, like compared to some matchups, is Boggy doesn't have a good safe meaty to like make rolling, you know, at least eventually chip him out from rolling at the wrong ranges.
Oh, nice with risky step into a throw there.
Yeah, Moo's kind of doing
the next one.
His own weird things.
Hits the risky step that time. Yeah, that's something that I feel like Gonzales is going to have a very hard time punishing unless Boggy's doing it right in the corner.
Yeah, I think he needs to start like doing either 5 HK or like jump jab air to airs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no punish on the... Oh, okay. He rolls through and gets the command grab anyway. That crush command grab does so much damage.
Yeah. I don't know like the the real depth of this matchup. So I don't know how like bad this is for him, but it does seem
It's
like
not one we see very
kind of
often.
annoying, yeah.
Just not a lot of people playing Boggy, really.
Oh no.
Oh, rolls right into the kiss and gets hit by the super.
Yeah.
That's one's always fun to see.
Because it's hard to
Oh,
deal
but gets
with.
the air to air for the round.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, because Gonz is one of the few characters who can't naturally crouch under kiss. I don't think he like
That's
has
true. That is a
anything.
weakness in this match.
I don't think he has anything to
Rolls
like
through
low.
and he gets the command grab though.
Nice. Yeah, I think he's like forced to roll, or jump over it, but then he's probably getting anti-aired.
Oh, jumps right into the risky step.
Actually, I figure if he does jump, he can like jump HP. That button's really kind of overtuned. It's really hard to
really
beat.
is. Looks like he's going for a lot of the body splashes instead, though.
Yeah.
Oh, rolls, throws him right out of it.
Ooh. Wonder if Moo's like still got that Karnos frame of mind
space.
and was like trying to cross him up in the corner there, because that's actually P2 only in this. Right, it's the direct opposite in Karnof's. Oh, big grab. Not quite gonna kill.
Oh, yeah.
One more of those easily.
Yeah, that's the thing with any Gonzales matchup is that even if it seems like he's at a disadvantage, just one opportunity will let him make up the life deficit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first game goes to Nintendo.
All right, nice. Yeah, if you take it
we're going to see
slow-
some Gonzales mirrors.
Ooh, okay, this is pretty sweet.
Somebody's going to space.
Yeah, there's that jump HP. I think that's like something any Gonz main needs to get used to using a lot more.
Definitely.
Oh, nice dive kick.
Oh, dive kicks out of the air-to-air trade.
Yeah, Moo's kind of showing off all the different little tricks this character can do. That's not even getting into like all the like object selects that as I was talking about in the chat. You have like OS between anti-air 5 HK or command grab if they're in range.
Seen a lot of air-to-airs sort of rolling and backdashing, playing chicken. Oh, but Moo gets the command grab that time. It's very close still. One more command grab from either of them will do the round.
Yeah, and I mean Moo's just jumping around because Nintendo can't do much to stop him.
Yeah. Times him out.
Rip.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, Gonzales being the only character with no chip means he has to put himself out there no matter what. Even though he has like a huge throw range. Alright, blocking it
Just
out.
kind of playing it safe with the sweeps. Oh, gets the grab.
Yeah, he needs to like find himself an opening. He needs to jump out of there like... Alright. Well, he's out of the corner.
That was an interesting anti-air.
Oh no.
Oh, both rolling at each other, but Moo gets the grab first.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be 1-1.
It's kind of silly because whoever rolls first loses.
Yeah. Their invincibility is going to run out first.
1. Fight.
Alright, nice. I think just in general, due to Gonz's size, like 5 HK is also not just an anti-air, a standard grounded poke. Oh,
Ooh,
that's
big
rough.
air-to-air damage.
Yeah. Oh, stunned.
Oh, gets the stun.
Alright, that should be dead.
And this will be match point for MooMaster.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, nice.
Oh, rolls through the button and gets the command grab right off the bat. But Nintendo is sitting on Crush, so we can make that up.
Oh, he could have got command grab off that.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you not familiar, this is a game that you can combo into command grabs from. Oh, gets him with the cross-up body splash.
Right. So
Well played to
GG's.
both.
Mm-hmm. MooMaster gonna take that 2-1.
So, what's up next? I'll be playing Skuttie.
Yeah, just a second.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off then.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Hold on, let me close this. Maybe they're already playing and I just can't see it. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could see Gonzales being under or overrated at like our current level. It's just like the threat of his air-to-air is also really strong. So if he can kind of effectively corner you, then yeah, I don't know. He feels a lot more threatening than some characters in the corner. I think that's the main thing. Is like some characters, like on the lower end, like Boggy for example, loses some of his mix-up if you're cornered. Oh wow! Reversal spin catching him from over there. I guess he must have gone for straight. But yeah, there's a lot of things people aren't doing in this game. I think like maybe in a lot of matchups you can like, for example, attempt to throw against his against the tail end of his roll because his roll's still vulnerable before he can block, but he can't move or anything else. So a lot of characters could probably like safely go for a throw and, you know, force him to block immediately if they're off. Oh, nice catch. Every time you block slide from McCoy, it's kind of a weird position to be in. I think some characters like have really good guard cancel answers. I don't know if Liza Sucker Crusher would have beaten that, or if she would have got knocked down. Oh, good monkey. Alright, this is a pretty good position for ToastRider. Having to be hiding behind the tree here. But yeah, this is what you have to do sometimes, you know, there's no real incentive to approach. Well, now there is. I think you could have maybe you slide against that. Oh, alright, catches him out of the air. Oh no, the last second. Alright, Oh, sorry, the scores are messed up. That's 0-1. One for ToastRider.
Round 1. Fight.
Trade. Okay, Toast really keeping on top of Skuttie right now.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, good jump on round start. Oh, I like their overhead attempt. Yeah. Trying to think. McCoy is probably one of the characters who can throw punish that point blank. Or the problem comes when she's like hitting you with that at a spacing that's not point blank. Oh, nice call out with a Thunderbolt. That's a ToastRider classic. Yeah, that does huge damage. Right, that was a fun match. ToastRider 2-0. Welcome back.
All right, so we're going to have Fruit Loops and MooMaster next.
Okay, so whatever this ends up being, this is going to be good. Gekkou versus Wulong, alright. This isn't a matchup I've seen a lot of, to be honest. Both of these are pretty mobile characters, as you can see right here.
Definitely. Both of them also very, very capable of enforcing those plus frame situations.
Yep. They both have kind of weird fireballs, because Wulong's goes under Gekkou's grounded fireball, but if he does like TK Shuriken, then they both cancel each other out. Nice DP.
Yeah, Wulong's DP, probably one of the better ones in the game and something that can make a lot of difference in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because Gekkou can't necessarily abuse 6 HK.
Ouch.
Oh, but gets him with the Shuriken.
Thinking back there, Moo might have had an opportunity to use Slide. Just like a few seconds back. Wulong's Slide is really good. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, whiff slide into a DP. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it can create that opening too, because like it's low profile pretty much the whole time. It's very fast.
Oh, but gets the air to hit on the DP.
Oh, good block.
Blocks the Tatsu mix up.
Oh, big damage. Very nice. And kind of frames trap into the flip there to enforce those plus frames like you were talking about. Oh, this is
unfortunate DP whiff.
Wow.
Oh, gets the throw for the round.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, I think the conclusion from this is like Gekkou has to be a little careful jumping in against his character, and like he can match his mobility. Oh, with the heavy DP too.
Very nice heavy DP. And as we saw just a few seconds ago, that slide is very good in that it can low profile a lot of things, but it is punishable, especially if you're not spacing it right at the tip.
Oh.
Oh, good DP there. Hits the flip.
Oh no. Tried to answer that.
Big damage.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be 1-0 for MooMaster.
Yeah, despite his kind of like shortcomings in terms of poking, Wulong's a good character, you know, very mobile, which is the main thing that kind of keeps characters together in this game.
Also, as we're seeing with the with the nunchucks there. It's a very good anti-air, can catch a lot of things that Gekkou can do that other characters might
Nice.
have a little bit of trouble anti-airing.
Yeah. Cornflakes kind of jumped out of that situation there. That was because he was put in earlier this match with that same frame trap and
Oh,
fireball.
unfortunate DP whiff and eats the air-to-air for the round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cornflakes making this look very different right now. Good shimmy. Oh yeah, bites. Not quite the opening he wants.
Oh, good air-to-air though into a Tatsu setup, but blocks the cross-up. Oh, very nice.
Oh, not quite the punish.
With punishes the DP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that some characters can have difficulty punishing, just sort of on reaction, but Gekkou has that very fast button.
Oh.
No punish on the slide there.
Yeah, I mean...
Both of them sitting on
that's a
DM
funny...
right now.
Oh,
oh,
ouch.
nice Tatsu to try to avoid the DP, but falls into the second one.
Yeah, would have been forced to maybe dive kick out of there, but that's also reactable if you're looking for it. Oh.
Oh, nice hitting the dive kick.
Yeah, that was an interesting play from MooMaster. It almost worked. I like the idea. Wulong, one of the only characters for a wall jump, along with Liza. Oh.
It's a good dive kick. Both of them kind of playing it safe. Oh, okay. Anti-airs the dive kick, but does not get the air-to-air follow-up.
Yeah.
Oh, MooMaster looking for the super now. So Fruit Loops is trying to stay in the air to avoid it.
Yeah, he's playing this pretty well right now. I don't see it'd be very hard for MooMaster to bring this
jumps onto the
back.
Crush Fireball.
Oh, dang.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I saw what Moo was going for there, trying to air-to-air him with jump HK was a little bit short.
Alright, tied up at 1-1.
Yeah, Gekkou should be able to
Liza?
Should be able to 6 HK over that. Maybe not the heavy version, because that's a little taller. Alright,
Liza also probably one of the better characters equipped to fight Gekkou, just because she has the mash reversal to get out of some of his setups.
Oh, that's dead.
Oh, and big damage and stun. Very convincing round.
Yeah, you have to play this real carefully as Gekkou. Oh, that could have been worse, but I mean, he's in the lead right now.
Tagged by the forward heavy kick. Wall dives out. Oh, gets the air-to-air on the wall dive. Very nice.
Yeah, just running. Oh.
Lands on the bird, though. Oh, catches the Psycho Crusher.
Alright. Cornflakes got Moo cornered. Oh, dang.
It's the air-to-air wall dive.
Yeah, I think that wall dive is one of those things where you...
Oh, okay, jumping between the walls.
Yeah, where you want to settle for like 5 MK just because it's so reliable. Because if he doesn't fly into that, then he's flying somewhere else and you're safe. Oh, this is looking really close right now.
Yeah, this is still anybody's.
Oh,
could come down to chip. Oh, is he going to try to chip him out or time him out?
This is so close. Oh, no, not enough time.
Oh, just barely.
That's tragic too, because I think if
the MooMaster very close.
I'm sure if Cornflakes has gone for jump HP instead of jump medium kick, he would have actually hit him there, and that could have turned things around. What a wild matchup.
That was a nail biter.
Oh god. Okay. Let's head over to losers bracket for KuroRaiden versus Nintendo 24/7. All right, here we go.
Going to be Gonzales versus Lihua.
Also,
This is an interesting matchup.
So Liza,
Lihua has some tools maybe to bait out the rolls with the medium punch crazy slashes.
yeah, for sure. So Liza's not really like Nako at all. She just has a bird. She's kind of a weird composite charge character. All right, yeah. Yeah, this matchup is kind of weird in its own right, because like Lihua's grounded pokes kind of lose to Gonzales. But she does have to force him to eat chip off the rolls, you know? Oh, nice cross up.
Round 2. Fight.
So the pogo bounce.
Oh yeah, nice beating the tornado
Oh,
there.
tornado just barely hit him, but the tornado does get him that time. Eats the sweep. Oh, jumps into a tornado though. Yeah, Lihua, probably one of the more difficult characters to jump in on.
Oh, it's kind of a weird trade.
I always love seeing tornado trades. The animation is just so silly.
Oh no, it's not what you want to happen.
Roll into command grab catches. KuroRaiden.
Yeah, I think just like whiffing anything with Lihua in this matchup sucks. It really hurts.
MaxDOut, Lihua's tornado has kind of an interesting hitbox in that the vulnerable portion is a little bit wide the lower down you go. So if you're connecting with a deeper jump in, it has a chance of either beating it or trading with it.
Yeah, she like literally low profile stuff during it. It's kind of annoying.
Oh, no punish on the Thunderbolt. Could have maybe gotten a sweep there. And those boomerang crashes, Gonzales can guard cancel command grab through them.
Yeah.
Or even if McCoy is landing close enough, can just straight up punish it on block.
I would not expect Nintendo to know about guard canceling at this point. It would be cool if you did figure it out though.
When I was playing him, I mentioned it to him, but it is something that takes some practice.
Yeah.
Oh, rolls through the boomerang crash and gets the command grab. Very nice.
At this point, you can just chill out. Dang.
Gets the
There we
air
go.
there.
Round 2. Fight.
This will be match point for Nintendo. Roll into command grab right off the bat. Yes, I want to see someone go to space too. Another roll into command grab through a button. Very nice. That's something you really do need to watch out for there. And Nintendo takes it.
Yeah, McCoy's lack of reversal kind of hurts.
Thunderbolt is an option, and Gonzales maybe has a hard time catching up to it if you're thunderbolting out of the corner, but it is something difficult to get out just because of the way the reversal window in this game works.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's better to block.
In general, yeah. Because you do have a pretty wide throw invulnerability window on Wake Up, so and Gonzales doesn't really have a way to chip you out, so you can really just block whatever he does and try to maybe push him back to a neutral situation.
Okay, we're gonna get ogcornflakes versus MaxDOut. I don't know if this is even like.
And yeah, Kuro, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. Definitely, love to see you on more often.
Yeah, for sure. I was saying though, like I don't know if I can call Moo over Cornflakes an upset, but yeah, Cornflakes was seated above just because he has more recent tournaments. But yeah, it's cool. This game is really good and really innovative for 94. I hope like it catches on. I think I gotta just talk to more people about it. Simple, because it's kind of in this another game in this poverty bubble. It's kind of hard to get out. All right. Talked before about how Gekkou Liza is kind of a scary matchup to play from Gekkou's side.
It's true. Just Liza is capable of racking up so much damage and so much stun if she hits that spin the right way. Oh, good wall dive to bait the anti-air.
Oh yeah, that looked like a punish.
Yep.
Usually if I'm fishing for something, I'm using light kick tatsu, which I think might avoid punish there, but medium or heavy kick, yeah.
Oh, spin loses to shuriken there.
Oh.
And just one trade takes off so much of Gekkou's health. Granted, it was a crush spin, but...
Yeah. Okay, this is looking really
doing
good.
Doing a good job keeping MaxDOut out with the shurikens there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, tries to neutral jump to avoid it, but falls onto it.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, that's what's so tricky about shuriken is like, oh, that's so dead.
Oh, are you going to see a stun? Yep. Big damage. Oh, but drops the follow-up. That's unfortunate. Just didn't get enough kick inputs out in time.
Yeah, I mean, either way, even the punish off that is like not going to kill outside of the corner, but you could have done a lot more damage. Oh, nice anti-air.
Oh, good anti-air there.
Yep.
All right, first game goes to MaxDOut.
Round 1. Fight.
Blocks the cross-up wall dive.
Oh, dang, gets caught.
Oh, presses a button and gets caught by the Psycho Crusher there.
Oh, shit.
Oh, baited with the second spin. At this point, MaxDOut can maybe try to just play the zoning game and not have to go in. Or can just go in. Sometimes that works too. As Zara has said before, jumping in is the new jumping away.
Yeah, just 2 MP there is just such a reliable anti-air. Oh, misses his anti-air. Yep.
Gets hit with the crush shuriken though.
Oh no.
Oh, nice wall dive. This time the anti-air does not work. Looking for a spin.
Yeah, again, Gekkou can throw punish that. He's one of the easiest because his walk speed's so fast.
Delaying the wall. Oh, delayed wall dive and gets the crush
stings.
damage with it. Very nice.
Alright,
Close
MaxDOut
set though.
takes it 2-0, yeah. Yeah, I feel like at a certain point when you see her get onto the wall, you can just jump forward pretty safely. I mean, if she tries to switch or jump off, you'll catch her. That sucks. Alright. Moving on. Skuttie versus Nintendo. We might end up having to see Elijah Mirror after this. But Nintendo, we'll see who he's interested in picking if he wants to stick with Gonzales in this matchup, because that seems like kind of a tough matchup.
I talked with him, and that's definitely the character he's gravitated to the most. Like,
Nice.
as soon as he was asking me about the game before he tried it, and as soon as I described what Gonzales could do, he just hopped on that character and didn't look back. So Liza may be a tough matchup, but I think Nintendo could be a contender. And yes, Skuttie, Liza can be jabbed out of Psycho Crusher by most characters. Basically anything that has a disjointed enough hitbox can hit her out of Psycho Crusher. Oh, eats the spin for a stun.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's usually the reason, like, you want a neutral jump against a character too. You can catch stray wall dives. You can usually jump over monkey or bird sometimes.
Wins it in that kind of scramble situation there.
Round 2. Fight.
Nintendo is sitting on Crush, though, and that can make a huge difference. Oh, walks into the Psycho Crusher.
Oh, wait, was that a combo from there?
It
This character's
was, yeah.
wild.
Rolls past the monkey this time. Oh, but eats the air-to-air. All right, roll into command grab for the crush damage. Still on a pretty significant life deficit. Jumps into the spin. Yeah, Liza's definitely a character that's difficult to jump in on because of that spin, but it does have a vulnerability in its lower areas. So you can stuff the spin with low attacks, but it's something that is difficult to jump in on. And yeah, Gonzales is very fun. You get to do just absolutely wild damage, and you can threaten with sort of a throw game that other characters don't have. Because for the most part in this game, regular throws have kind of a limited application. Oh, gets the stun into the command grab. That is wild.
All right, not dead. Good job.
And
gets sweep.
Okay, he has figured out how to beat the spin.
Round 2. Fight.
Right, we might see Skuttie switching to more of a patient keep away game or not. Goes for the wall dive and jumping in. There we go. And then is picked up on how good Gonzales' jumping heavy punch can be.
Oh. Yeah, like I said, when you see her hop in the wall like that, it's probably a safe bet to just jump light punch.
And is definitely looking for another command grab. Sitting on crush
that
again,
could have been
that
it.
will take the round if he hits it. Getting a lot of sweeps there, crosses up. Oh, gets it with the sweep, 1-1.
Right,
Tricky.
maybe mashing a little too hard there.
Round 1. Fight.
And yes, Gonzales' sweep is absolutely one of his best buttons. As I said before, Gonzales has a very limited tool set, but it's a tool set that gives him exactly what he needs to do to play his game.
Oh, that could have been a grab right there.
Yep. Gets the sweep. Oh, but jumps into a spin. He's got to watch jumping in on Liza's wake up like that. But he is sitting on crush now.
Yeah, and by watch out, you mean like don't.
Oh, almost. Almost gets the grab through that roll.
Like, characters do have safe jump setups, but...
Round 2. Fight.
All right, this will be match point for Skuttie. Oh, unfortunately only gets one hit of the sweep there.
Right. Things are so close.
Rolling the
that's
command grab. Here's the
that's
crush damage.
huge. Yep.
Gets the sweep. Oh, very nice combo. Jumps into the spin again, though.
Oh, just, yeah, left kind of defenseless against that jump in. Yeah, you can, there's only characters who have overheads are McCoy, and I guess technically Marco, because he can do, like, instant rocket punch, which is about the same speed. It's like...
There's also Kazuya's flip punch, but you should not be getting hit by that. Unless you're sticking out a button or something.
That's like connection dependent. You know, no shots to...
Very nice stun into command grab.
Alright.
Get the sweep. Skuttie trying to back off and throw some animals.
Oh, trading with something there.
And yeah, I don't blame you for forgetting about Kazuya's flip punch. It's something that generally only comes out if you mess up the Genrodan input.
Alright, so Nintendo takes that 2-1. I think we're gonna head back to winners for a second and have you versus MooMaster.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, here we go.
Round 1. Fight!
This matchup's kind of a weird one, even though I feel like I've seen it played a pretty frequent amount. But yeah, at this stage it's going to be pretty defensive, I think. Oh, yeah, suddenly it's in Gonzales' favor. It's because that chip damage comes so slowly from McCoy. Oh, good overhead. Toast has definitely started sneaking in those overheads instead of like just using them as meaties, and that's really strong. Because it's a lot faster than you think. Oh no, good roll. Alright, blocks at that time. Good catch on the roll. Guess that's really the answer to roll sometimes. Yeah, because even if he blocks that up close, you're still plus.
Round 2. Fight!
Yeah, McCoy, this game's boxer, is really good. I feel like we kind of underrated him initially, but he's got like a functional 50-50 game thanks to that overhead. And his slide's pretty much safe on block. Oh, good catch with a Thunderbolt. Alright, he's kind of... Yeah, ToastRider kind of slowing it back down now that he realizes he has the lead. Oh no, that's no punish. Alright. Moo's gotta land a command grab to bring this back. Oh, that could have been it. That should have been it. Yeah, McCoy is a charge character. Alright, that's one for ToastRider. Ooh, alright.
Round 1.
Moo, you know, returning for round 2 as Gonzales. What's going on? Hold on, did they close? Yeah, they closed out. Okay, what's going on here? Gonna reset connection. Okay, yeah. Fair. Okay. I think we count that, but yeah, let's look at the next few matches. Let me open this up again, see if they're in here. Okay, there we go. Thankfully, not missing anything in these early stages. Oh, I think that was the light punch version, which is pretty safe. Again, you pretty much have to be cornered to, you know, get a command grab off that. At least off the last hit. Oh, just... Yeah, I still wonder if it's even possible to react to the overhead. It's kind of just on the edge of that, like, because it's 16 startup, which is pretty fast. Oh. Dang, just out of range, yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, off to a good start for MooMaster right here. I think Toast tried to like guard cancel straight or something there. Oh, big crush damage on that command grab. Okay. ToastRider could bring this back right here. Or he could jump back. And the double slide is kind of tricky. It does strike at a much longer range than your regular slide, and Gonz is kind of hard pressed to actually punish it unless you're actually up close. Oh no. I think ToastRider was going for instant overhead jump HP there. Because that is something he has against Gonzales and a few other characters. Alright. Oh, attempted a command grab punish there, ends up anti-airing it with stand MP. Alright, the mash comes out. This is like almost even right now. Oh, but Mu lands some important hits there. Nice. Oh, trades with a straight. That straight is just such a good move for McCoy right there, because like there's a lot of ranges where you think you might try to stop something like 2MK or slide, and he just strikes you with that from you know, half screen or more. Oh, gets a normal throw. All right. Still winning in damage, but not anymore. All right, dive kick. Oh no. Okay. Dust brings it together with that slide. And he's up 2-0 right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, Boggy. Alright. Nice. No, I'm not sure why he's going for the 2MP reset. I think restand with 2MK is pretty easy against Boggy. And I think, you know, like it or not, that's going to become part of the matchup for a lot of characters. But McCoy's like the most obvious one. Oh, goes for the punish on risky step. Alright, gets a slide. Not bad. Could have been a bigger punish, but you know, a punish is a punish. It's better than nothing. Alright, nice. There we go. Good damage.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, good overhead. Boggy's also in a weird spot trying to like punish anything McCoy does. Until he gets command grab DM anyway. Yeah, this really changes things up. We'll see though, ToastRider is playing a lot more safe now that he's got this massive lead. Alright. Oh, just jumps into that. Yeah, that move's always a risk to navigate around. I've had that happen to me as Bardsa plenty of times too, just like you think you'll be able to hit him, but you actually land right into the straight. Yeah, or empty jump command grab attempt, yeah. Yeah, that's probably more likely. Okay. So that's ToastRider 3-0. Next up we'll get MaxDOut versus Nintendo.
And according to chat, Nintendo has found Gonzales' super, so somebody's going to space.
Yeah, I hope to see it on stream.
All right, we'll see Gonzales, Liza.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen this
MaxDOut
matchup
backing up
already.
and using some animal zoning.
Yeah, this is pretty
Walks into the
much
second Psycho Crusher.
this is pretty much what it's going to be, unless you can, you know, sneak in there, land a random command grab. Nice.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Oh, jumps into the spin.
yeah. I think people need to remember there are other combo enders besides spin again. You always have Psycho Crusher. Oh no.
Oh, tries to sweep, but trades with the spin that time.
Yeah, I think there, I mean, there's guard cancel command grab, or if you're not confident in that, you can always 2LK pretty safely.
Gets the sweep. Oh, this time hits Liza out of the Psycho Crusher with an air button. Yeah, that Crusher it's a very strong move, and it can actually crush lows, but it is one of the many matchup checks in this game. That once you learn what beats it, it's not as scary as it seems. Oh, rolls, but gets hit by the button.
Oh no. That sucks. She was
Ooh.
almost dead.
Yeah. Oh, that was hard to call.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm switching to Gonzales' stage, which has no walls, which is probably something that Nintendo's going to want to take advantage of here.
Yep.
Rolls through the bird.
I mean, I think MaxDOut can take more advantage of that. You have less space, but you also have easier access to corners.
That's true. Liza's spin combos in the corner can be
Yeah.
very, very strong, as we
Ouch.
just saw.
I think that's the main thing to think about, because all stages like have that adequate space to run away, except for McCoy, like pre-wall break. That's kind of insignificant. Oh, nice.
Gets the roll into command grab and the crush damage.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, eats the spin though. No follow-up, so we're not going to see a stun combo, but
Yeah, and he does have the lead here, but that might go away soon if he eats more chip. Oh, nice.
nice trade.
Round 3. Fight.
Honestly, against either of these characters, the round is not over till it's over.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's gonna be big.
Crush command grab. Big damage.
A nice cross up.
About even here. Oh, but eats the cross-up wall dive.
Oh, sneaks under him for the throw.
Ooh.
Oh, dang.
Oh, tries to roll and command grab, but gets hit.
Alright, so MaxDOut takes that 2-0.
All right, good games.
Right, so here we go into losers finals. MooMaster is MaxDOut. So we're pretty close to wrapping this up.
Gonna see the same matchup again, looks like.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, okay.
Good sweep to catch a spin there. Oh, but eats the Psycho Crusher. Roll the command grab.
Oh, trades.
Goes for the sweep, but ends up trading with the spin. Rolls away from the wall dive. That's probably a good option to deal with it.
Yeah, just it's all right to disengage. Melee just needs something to establish this lead here, or a command grab, which will straight up kill at this point.
That's true. It's honestly still anybody's round. MaxDOut maybe trying to keep him out and run the timer.
Yeah. And
Few
wall dive
seconds
is
left, but
is
it's
pretty
in the
good
corner.
at that.
Oh, gets the air to air. Next interaction will change it. Oh, eats the spin though.
Damn.
Close.
Round 2. Fight.
But like I was saying, it might have actually been a good idea to wall dive there too, just because like even if Gonz air to airs you, you know, time's running out.
That's true.
Right.
Rolling through the bird. Tries to get another command grab, but gets stopped. Oh, good air to air.
Yeah, Moo's got a huge lead right now. Oh no. Alright, one more hit.
Yeah. Oh, but eats the spin. Are we going to see a stun? Nope. Unfortunately, misses the follow-up there.
Oh, nice.
Good air to air to beat the wall dive.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, throws him out of the roll. Very nice.
Oh, was a weird
Eats the
connect.
spin. Oh, no more follow-ups. Rolls right into the monkey. All right, first game will go to MaxDOut. Move switching it up to McCoy.
Fight.
Oh, he's a Psycho Crusher. Might have been trying to hit a low button there.
Oh, alright. I looked away and
Nice
saw,
Thunderbolt.
and I saw Moo switch to J.McCoy.
Tries to go for the Thunderbolt again, but gets a punish.
Oh, good bait.
Oh, nice.
That's
Beating the spin with that.
yeah, that's interesting. You know, I think even as Gonzales, like a basic just wait and block it is good enough because I mean he can guard cancel, command grab it, no problem. But McCoy is different.
Oh, wall dive beats the Thunderbolt that time.
Oh my god, he's just doing
He does
it.
it again.
Okay, no, you have to
No
stop.
punish on it though.
There we go. He's trolling a little
Sometimes you
bit.
just gotta pray.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, almost had the punish there.
Oh, no guard cancel on the boomerang crash.
Oh, good cross up there though. Ouch.
Oh,
Okay.
eats the Thunderbolt for trying to throw a bird.
Oh. Okay, surprise air to air.
Moo is just swinging here.
Round 3. Fight.
Pick the wrong version of Thunderbolt to do there. Oh, nice low profiling the mash punch.
Right. Max is jumping around, but yeah. He's the one behind,
Cross
so
up
he's got to
Thunderbolt.
kind of figure that out.
Oh,
Oh,
this is crazy. Oh, but he gets the wake up throw.
It just isn't right, you know?
Those were some strange interactions. Gonna have to go back and watch that again, see exactly what happened.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh. Something lost to
They're
jump
playing
out
very
the air.
aggressively this time. Going back to misses the wall dive. That can happen if the camera is shifting in just the right way. Oh, eats the Psycho Crusher. That is something that you always have to watch out in this matchup because most of McCoy's best buttons are lows and they will lose to that.
Yep.
So I'm throwing out a standing heavy kick maybe to bait one of those crushers.
Okay, punish it.
Not sure what he's looking for with some of these random thunderbolts, but hey, if they work, they work.
Oh, throw it back into the corner. Oh, the cross up. Yeah, that could have been
there
sick.
we go. We can see a stun
But
combo. There we go.
instead, he puts himself in the corner and dies. Again, you know, not against his character.
We're going to see another character switch. Liza mirrors. Okay. This will be interesting. You don't see those trade often.
Okay, we're just moving around right now. Yeah, I saw the cross-up bug. Like I was saying, you know, Moo could have done something sick with that, but I think, like, in this matchup, when you're doing that on top of Liza, it's like, she hits spin and you die. It's, yeah. Nice.
Right into the bird.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, this movement. It's a good thing, at
Zipping
least,
all
like...
over the place. It looked like MaxDOut was trying to go for a spin to catch it, but it just sailed right past. Oh, wake up spin into the crusher.
Yeah.
That's a stun. Oh, no follow-up after that spin.
Oh, wow. Alright.
Now you wall dive. All right, Moo ties it up 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, whack trade.
Yeah. Jumps into that spin. Oh, but eats another spin for the wall dive. Oh. Slide was not quite far enough.
Good catch.
Catches
Oh,
with the second
what?
crusher from that far away and another one.
Yeah, two of the worst hitboxes in the
Throwing
game
these things
interact.
out. Oh, get the wall dive.
Alright, sure. Moo's gonna end up, like, coming out on top just out of sheer luck at this point.
This is just absolutely wild.
Alright, things are kind
Bird
of
trades. We've got Psycho Crusher trades.
things are kind of slowing down
Oh,
like
the dive
normal
kick. You don't see
now.
that very often from Liza. Punches the wall dive with the Psycho Crusher.
Oh,
Spins right through the bird, but gets swept.
oh wow.
Oh, spin to beat the Psycho Crusher there. Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
And that's gonna be it.
That was some craziness.
Alright, 3-2. Oh, and you're gonna be playing grand finals against MooMaster.
Yep. Alrighty.
Yeah, you guys can start. Alright, let me fix sides. There we go.
Fight.
So Moo's starting this one out with Gonzales again. Again, McCoy does kind of have trouble playing this row, putting him at risk of getting grabbed. Oh no. And all his hard work got undone in a second. Oh, the weird cross-up slide there, okay. It blocks that one, but gets air to air, and oh, he's stunned. Damn.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright. Oh wow. Good call to jump there. And Moo's really putting in the work right now. Ouch. Wow, and that's already one game for MooMaster.
Round 1. Fight.
Well, oh, there it is. You're just talking about that move, right? Okay, this is looking a lot better for Toast right now. I think he can pretty safely wait things out. Actually wondering if Gon's jump HP can actually beat slide, because most characters can't. Alright, yeah, this is his game right here.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, nice, good roll there. I don't think there's enough time for him to punish that. Oh, okay, there we go. There was that time. Right. McCoy just kind of putting on these constant slides. Oh. Oh wow, getting grabbed again. All right. He's looking kind of rough. Oh. No command grab though. It's kind of a weird backdash from Moo. Oh, damn. McCoy super catches, I guess, the end of that roll. Again, not sure what happened. I guess Moo just committed too much to the command grab afterwards and didn't end up blocking.
Round 1. Fight.
Right. We're just chilling right now. And those are some really good trades for ToastRider. A good amount of space left here. Oh no. Hitting right back with the straight. Alright, overhead. Yeah, this is a matchup properly being played. Oh, good dive kick from Moo. Alright, the mash move on wake up. Actually not a terrible option, it is instant. Oh, the frame trap? Alright. Not sure what was up with that. I think Moo could have kept blocking and guard cancelled. But that's just how it happens sometimes. Alright. Really just trading blows. Oh, that stun. Yeah, Moo thinking, what can he do to not spend his crush right here? think if he had thrown in another jump in there, that would have worked. But he does have such a huge lead, and oh, that jet upper should have been it. Yeah, there we go. It's been a really close set so far.
Round 3. Fight.
Alright, good slide. Oh, big combo opportunity. Oh, wake up mash move. Alright. Oh yeah, that jump heavy punch is huge. Okay. This is good for Toast. Oh, mistimes the meaty just a little bit. It's a shame. Alright. Good defensive play right there. Yeah, and then just striking with the straight punch, because again, that's really difficult to contest. Oh! That should matter something with the boomerang rush. Alright. ToastRider up, 2-1. If he takes this, he wins the tournament. Oh, MooMaster. Maybe pondering a character switch right here. Oh, to Liza, alright. Yeah, I can see this working out for him. Alright. I think that might actually be a punish on the slide. Yeah, things are looking very different right now. Obviously, switching characters can help a lot. Oh, big damage. Of course, out come the random thunderbolts. Alright. Oh no. Oh, just thunderbolt through the wall dive there, alright. I mean, that works. Might not be the best idea. Oh, dang, that's it.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, not quite. Okay. I don't know what's going on at this point. Alright, pretty standard combo. Overhead. Oh. Things aren't looking good for the connection here. Right. I think they're trying to slow it down a little bit. Oh. Just a stare down at close range. So it's just, alright, it's time to hit 2MK. Oh. Actually don't know which way he tried to block that. I probably wouldn't have blocked that. Alright, Cyber Crusher over the slide. Oh, goes for the frame trap again. I actually don't know if Liza can punish that. I think she should be able to Psycho Crusher over it, even like Light Punch version. Maybe not like medium or heavy. Alright. McCoy's down, but he's not out. Oh, but he is now. I think the Toast can bring this together and take the tournament, but it's looking mad close right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, they're 2-2 right now. Alright, good slide. Alright, not a favorable trade, and that Thunderbolt not doing him any favors. Oh.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, alright, there's a slide that we need. Yeah, Toast is kind of looking lost at this point. Oh no, that's super. Yeah, that might be it. Ah, damn. Alright, MooMaster 3-2, so it's going to be bracket reset. Report that properly and we'll get right into it.
Round 1. Fight!
I think at this point the characters are pretty much locked in. Right, things are looking a bit better for Toast right now. Oh. Alright, nice damage. Yeah, just hang back. Oh, no. Right. Time is getting pretty close. Definitely going to be a factor right about now. Yeah, Toast can just kind of block this out.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, just walk up throw. Alright. We're trying to... Alright, gets the spin over that time. For pretty good damage. Oh, nice. That was huge for him. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, one for Toast.
Round 1. Fight!
Alright. Looking solid right now. Slides. Ooh, overhead, didn't predict that. Oh, just raw boomer for the punish. Nice overhead there.
Round 2. Fight!
Alright, Thunderbolt out of the corner. Oh, that was a weird setup there. You can call it that. I mean, it worked. Oh. It probably went for a slide there. I don't think I saw it. But... Oh. Ouch.
Round 3. Fight!
Just really having trouble anti-airing these wall dives. Okay, good slide punish. I just kind of respects it too much and Moo gets to walk up throw. Oh, good slide attempt. That almost punished the bird. And he is just tanking these projectiles right now. Oh, okay, this is looking pretty rough for McCoy right now. Get one for Moo. Alright. We're just kind of going in right now. And it is up to ToastRider to force him to respect that. At least force him to stop, you know, jumping in over and over. Oof.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright. Thunderbolt comes in as one time out of many. Oh, throw punish. I mean, Moo's running away, but he's the one who's down. Ah, oh no, no combo. Man. Right. 2-1.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, there you go. That was a much better round coming from ToastRider.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, that was not a good way to open the round for Toast. This is looking pretty rough. Yeah, I don't. This is bad. Right, punish. Oh, doesn't quite. You should have done slide there. That would have gone right under it.
Round 3.
All right. Yeah, this has been going mostly in Moo's favor, so you can see him claiming this round pretty quick. Okay, good punish. Oh, nice. Yeah, he can afford to go for these kind of weird oaky, you know, gimmicks right here because he's got such a lead. Alright, jumping back to avoid the overhead there, and sweet punish. Damn, GG's. Moo takes that 3-1 after a bracket reset. Now this is over, I did want to kind of talk about like the kind of the future of the game and like where we're at with tournaments, but I'm gonna keep this quick since I got something to do in a minute. Let me just put up this put up what I tweeted out earlier about, you know, I'm thinking maybe it's time to like slow down with these brackets, but as ToastRider suggested, you know, maybe turn these to monthlies instead of bi-weeklies. So I think that's what I'm going to do for now. We're going to see what the results of like that Carnot Revenge poll I put out, what happens with that, because I think most people want that to be on Fridays, and you know, I don't want to be running something every week just because like I do also want to go to my locals on Fridays, but we'll kind of figure it out as it goes. But yeah, I'm thinking for now, you know, less frequent tournaments, because I think the same people are entering them and the same people are kind of playing in lobbies and entering casual nights and stuff. But it's kind of a weird position because it's like you want like a tournament to kind of be an incentive for people to compete, but I think people are pushing the game either way at this point.
You can find more information about this game on the wiki over at Mizumi or by joining the Discord.
Yeah, that's everything right there. Those links in the chat. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna just find someone to raid in a minute.
All right. Thank you for hosting this, and good games to everybody.
I'm like looking for someone streaming fighting games. Okay, Rome's streaming KOF. Yeah, there we go. See you guys later.